I wanted to share what I did to make my night rounds a little easier for me and budget friendly. Some of this I had already at home. For example, I'm using a half-inch piece of plywood on the bottom of this box. That was scrap, so I had that laying around from other projects. I already had foil tape just from doing some ductwork repair at home. What I did not have was this half section of stacked duct. I found this. I was actually looking for this tape, and I was confident that I had some at home, but I was at the hardware store anyways. Got me looking in that aisle, and then I noticed this sheet of metal, and it was exactly what I was looking for, and it was relatively cheap. I think I spent around $7 for this piece of metal, and it had to be fabricated. I had to cut down some of the metal, maybe a couple inches, just to make it shorter, so that it would fit into my disc golf bag, and also had to bend a few of the corners. For example, this corner here and this corner here was bent. That's easy to do. You just take your half-inch ply and lay it on top of the metal and bend it using your hands. This is a dish rack that I got off of Amazon. Budget friendly. It's made out of bamboo wood. I think I spent under $10 on it. It came a little long. I think it was about 12 inches long, so that would have brought it past the walls and past the size of my bag. So I cut that down, and when I did that, I lost a couple poles. So there would have been 6 or 7 poles before, and now there are only 5. But it had to be done, as this, I wanted this to fit in my bag. The light strip, purchased off of Amazon as well. That's another $7. Seems like everything is $7 for this project. And myself, I came in under $30, and that's what I was looking for. If you were to do this yourself, it might cost you a little bit more, depending on if you have to buy this tape. Looks like you can get that for around $5. The plywood, I would just look for some scrap plywood at the hardware store. And again, this is half-inch ply, and the way that this metal is attached to that plywood, I put in a few rivets. So there's a rivet here, 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 total of 6. You don't have to use rivets. You can use screws, you can use bolts, you can use glue. It's nice to use rivets because they secure once and the job's done, and you're not ending up with anything poking out, and you don't have to worry about that. One other thing you'll need, no matter what you're using, any UV light strip or any UV light that you buy, you'll have to have a way to power it. I had this, I think it was a Christmas gift from a few years ago. You can get these on Amazon. It's called a cell phone power bank or a portable charger power bank. This one has 2 outputs, and both of those outputs are 5 volts, and that's what this light strip works on. So this light strip has a 5-volt input. So to deliver power to the light strip, it needs 5 volts. This battery pack delivers 5 volts, and it will say output 5 volts. This is input 5 volts. I wouldn't mind having a 12-volt light system. I don't know if that would make this brighter, but I've used this a handful of times now, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. So just to give you an idea of how the discs sit in here, I have a couple distance drivers, I have a couple stable fairway-ish drivers, a couple mid-ranges. I just got these from a local I guess it's not really a contest, more of a tournament. These are great, and that's what really turned me on to this project. So a couple, one is an approach putter and the other is considered mid-range, and then I have my putter. So that's what I putt with. Not going to go into details on what type of disc I use, but all of these are Glow disc golf discs. So the plastic themselves glow. And I'm going to take these out and I'm going to show you how it gets into the bag. So this is the bag that I'm using. It's a Dynamic Discs Combat Ranger. Probably have seen these around. I would say it's kind of a standard size. I think I can fit around 20-ish discs in there. And I will try to get my insert into the bag. So whenever I want to play a night round, I will take my insert and I will get it into my bag. And once you get the top in, we're almost done. Try to get my arm out of the way. And there we go. I am in. And the flap closes. Let's see if I can fix this just a little bit. Okay, there we go. In the bag. Go ahead and put my discs in there. Obviously, you do not have to do it this way, but it works for me, and I don't plan on buying any more glow discs this season. Maybe next year my mind will change. There we go. It's lit up. And okay, so now while I'm on the course, I can easily see in here. I can find the discs that I'm looking for. They're all arranged. I know exactly where they are. And by far, this slot over here, I consider my charging bay. So with this being my putter, most of the time that's just on the outside of my bag. And when it's time to putt, I'll put it over here and let it charge. So for example, if I were going to throw this disc, I could just actually leave it here, close this up, and let it charge for 10 to 15 seconds, and then I would be ready to throw. Now, not the best time of day to showcase how bright this is, but we can try to figure that out here. I have a closet nearby. It's pretty dark enough. And if I close my door a little bit, there it is. So I'll do my best to link what I have purchased in the description of this video, and thanks for watching.